At the risk of running the theme of motherhood into the ground today, our exhortation this morning is going to be from 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, where Paul says, "Women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith and love and holiness with self-control." Mothers of Trinity Reformed Church, your work is often unseen and often unacknowledged. Your days are a litany of snacks, corrected attitudes, memory verses, and countless repetitions of "just say thank you." It is a vocation that is both grueling on the body and grating on the nerves, and yet you are not the victim of your vocation. You are royal women, daughters of Eve, sisters of Mary, in the army of the risen King. And so you must remember that these small but frequent sufferings are the God-established path of your salvation, as Paul says. Ultimately, then, it is the serpent's hiss that tempts you to believe that your work is marginal in God's kingdom. Your work is indeed often hidden, but it is anything but wasted. The diapers, the discipline, the dinners, the dishes, and the dishes, and the dishes, the tears, the songs, and the sleepless nights. When you combine all of these with prayer, these little liturgies are the warfare that the Spirit uses to transform not only you, but also the entire creation into His kingdom. So, sisters, this means that any bitter root towards your children or your husband must be mortified without delay. Only joyful obedience and thanksgiving, rather than any form of self-indulgence or self-pity, will revive your heart and give you the strength that you need to carry on. So do not be fooled. It is the devil himself who wants you to whine and complain to one another rather than to correct and encourage one another. For an army of fruitful and faithful mothers is the terror of demons and the heartbeat of redemptive history. Husbands, honor the women that God has given you. Your wife is a fellow soldier and not your household staff. She is a co-heir with you of the grace of life. And so let your words often be filled with thanksgiving, your help be eager, and your praise be frequent and very, very public. And children of the congregation, rise up and call your mother blessed. Because not only is today Mother's Day, but she deserves that daily by your obedience and your joyfulness and your help, and yes, especially by your care for your siblings. That is how you honor your mother, and that is how you tell her, not vaguely but clearly, that she is honored in your eyes. And so finally, once again, mothers, remember that you do not labor alone. Motherhood, like all Christian vocations, is carried out in the church, the heavenly Jerusalem, who, as we said, is the mother of us all. Remember that it is Mother Church who bears children by word and sacrament, who nurtures from font to table, who lisps to us before we can even speak. She works quietly. She sheds tears over her little ones. And yet she labors in hope, knowing that her husband is well pleased with her fruitful toil, just as he is with yours. And so this reminds us of our need to confess our sins. Let's do so as we sing hymn 354.